my 15-minute segment shit. I was on 16. All right, it's Smooth Miss Uncut here. Damn, I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Like, I got distracted real quick. Damn, because y'all know I'm recording too, so damn, this shit is crazy. I forgot what I was saying. I think it has something to do with being fixated on somebody, and I think I was talking about Black Tiger and my situation, and like he had peoples up here. It was something like that. I think he had like, yeah, like he pretty much told me that he had people that was in like in the 5 boroughs. I guess at that time that I was really doing my thing before I found out what I found out, and he was pretty much selling my materials and, you know what I'm saying, my content and things like that nature, without me knowing it, and gaining access to my own home and things like that nature. How my neighbors, when I was living at 3333 109th Street, and they was harassing the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say they was harassing the shit, they was harassing me. Like, they was coming up to my job too at the same time or what have you. The bugged out thing is I'm still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, like how he went about doing it, how he actually went about selling my, you know what I'm saying, like selling my career to somebody else. So, you know what I'm saying, like with the impersonation and the Nicki thing and things like that nature. And I'm like, yo, I'm not even a Nicki fan. You know what I'm saying, like I don't have to be, I'm not obligated to, you know what I'm saying, like I don't know. I had this discussion with y'all, like I had this discussion with y'all before, you know what I'm saying, like this is not what we do in New York. We don't do that in America, period. We don't force people to just like somebody just because somebody else like them. You know what I'm saying, like you can recruit as many motherfuckers as you want to, but you know what I'm saying, when somebody's fucking you over and trying to take your, you know what I'm saying, like I don't give a fuck if my career was good, trash, the ugly, whatever you want to call it, but it was mine. When something is yours, that's just yours. That's just what the fuck it is, regardless of the fact if it's good or not. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, you know what I'm saying, it's like, damn, you gonna do me dirty like that? like, you gonna do it like that? I got sick. And then that's just what the fuck, you know what I'm saying, on the in-between, it was just like, that's just what it is. Like, yo, you know, like we gotta, I don't know if he was trying to keep everything up from there. Even to this day, when I go to Corona, I got people looking at me like, oh, you don't want to represent Nicki Minaj? No, I don't. I don't want to represent a rapist. I didn't know so many things was actually happening. I don't believe in, you know, raping women. I don't believe in raping men. I don't believe in raping little kids and shit like that. And with the whole industry thing, it practically almost destroyed my whole entire life. You're not watching, and you don't keep your eye out and see what the fuck going on and what's happening around you and shit like that. Because, like, in the industry, you pretty much have to, you know what I'm saying, you gotta fucking dodge and weave and, you know what I'm saying, because you always have people that's, you know, like, not even on your level, they're on some regular shit, and they're not even into the industry at all, and they're like, oh, I can match up with you, but you're not in the industry. In order for you to match up, and what people don't understand is, you have certain people that don't understand, it's like, yo, I could do certain things, but they're doing things on the outside of the industry. They're not doing things within the industry. How Black Tiger mixed all of this shit up too at the same time. It was like he's using certain occupations that's outside of the industry, and like he likes to formulate some type of competition. He likes to formulate some type of competitiveness between, you know what I'm saying, like two occupations that don't even match up with each other. And he like to tell people, well, you know, like for example, y'all already know, if you know me, or I should say you know of me, you might know my situation a little bit better, you know what I'm saying, compared to the people who actually don't. So I'm gonna give you an example because of exactly what happened to me. And it was pretty much dealing with not only, you know what I'm saying, not only with ex, but exes, with former lovers. And I guess he told, like, because he didn't really want me being involved with anybody. He had some type of jealousy. I think that nigga was like secretly in love with me, but he didn't know how to handle it. So he tried to like play some type of death-defying fucking act and shit like that, where it was just like, all right, he felt like, okay, well, you know, like, since you want to have a boyfriend and shit like that, I'm gonna have him go against you. It, like, I feel like that was like some, you know what I'm saying, like some grandma, grandpa shit. Like, you know, when you just like enter in a fucking family and then you just got that grandmother, that grandfather, or that mother-in-law, or that father-in-law is like, I don't like your fiance. I'm like, yo, but me and him is not even married. I don't care. Like, he was acting like he was my father, my dad, like my manager, my agent, and everything, right? And I don't want to keep talking about this too long, but you know what I'm saying? Like, to actually put somebody that you're actually fucking on, I said this on my other video too at the same time, where it was just like, you know, we actually think that you want to actually compete with somebody that you fucking on. And I said that on my other live before. You know what I'm saying? One of my other videos before. And it's something I didn't understand, because I'm like, yo, where's all of this shit coming from? I came to find out. I came from the source. That's when I stopped being mad. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was mad at everybody because everybody knew what the fuck. I felt like everybody knew what was going on. Some people really dead ass, they really didn't. They didn't know what was going on. They was trying to figure it out because a lot of things didn't make any sense. So I understood at that time that there was so many people that didn't get what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to keep that in mind compared to the people that did. So the mix of it all was, because I was trying to figure out exactly how I was doing it. And I was just like, yo, how the fuck this nigga how the fuck did he get my career mixed in with Nicki Minaj? I said this on my fucking live before. And like in the music industry, it is a cult, right? You know what I'm saying? We can't deny that it's not a cult. Can't say the music industry is not a cult. You can't say the music industry is not a cult. It's a fucking cult. It's and it acts as if it is an actual religious cult. That's the bug thing about it. So when I got to that part, I was like, okay, so I understand that part. And what the music industry does, they sacrifice people. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because they always kill people for they fucking shit. They try to make it seem like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this person just died. They just died of drugs. Well, in the industry, you already know what it is. In Hollywood, there's nothing but fucking serial killers and fucking axe murderers and shit like that. Like, you're signing up for your life to be axe murdered, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you fucking with a serial killer and shit in the fucking music industry. You know what I'm saying? So you signing up for that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they got a fucking, you know, they got a death clause. And then within that whole death clause, you gotta really think. It's like, and I had to put all of this shit together. I'm like, yo, how the fuck did he actually, like, who actually told Nicki, or who said to Nicki, like, yo, this person is willing to be your impersonator, to be a doppelganger, or your lookalike, or what have you, this, that, or third, what have you. And like, it makes me think about that shit every day, because I'm like, yo, but nobody, like, did Nicki actually think about, like, is anybody paying her? But I'm sure that didn't come across her mind. I'm sure that didn't come, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it didn't come across her fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably was just like, oh, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, whatever she does, yes, and certain standpoints, or whatever she does during that day, don't worry, you know, like, we're going to make you look good or what have you. And they're telling Nicki this, that, or third. So whatever she does, that shit, whatever credibility that, you know what I'm saying, like, that she gains is going to go straight to Nicki. That's how that shit was working. So that's how it was, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was, me living at 33, because they had cameras in my shit. I had somebody tell me, like, yo, check your crib. Like, check your crib, because you got cameras in your joint. And I was just like, damn, this shit's fucked up. Like, now I gotta sit there and worry about my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we know when it came down to Nicki Minaj, she really don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like any artist, they don't really give a fuck. But Nikki is really on that time where she really don't give a fuck about nobody. She's not into philanthropy. She's not into, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't give. She don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the holidays roll around, she's not giving out turkeys. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's supposed to be, I guess she's supposed to be like some type of cocaine queen or some shit like that. But even fucking Nino Brown fucking gave out turkeys. You know what I'm saying? So, hustlers that I grew up around personally, they gave to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, in me dealing with boyfriends, ex-boyfriends that used to be in the game, they gave to be like, yo, they give to the kids, buying ice cream for kids and shit like that, buying clothes. Like, they see a little boy fucked up, they doing that. They like, yo, they giving it to the kids and things like that nature. If she's supposed to be the queen of cocaine, she's supposed to be like, and I'm just saying, because that's how they looked at her. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know what she does. But, you know what I'm saying, to gain respect in the hood, that's just how it was. So I'm just like, yo, but what about now? Like, I don't know what she did in the past, but I never seen that coming from her at all whatsoever. I know, like, personally, anything that I did for anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything that I did for anybody, and that's where my mentality comes from. It wasn't from my family. If anything, it came from my grandmother more than anything. My family was selfish as my family was selfish as fuck. But when it came to my grandmother, she made sure that she looked out for people and shit like that. That's just who the fuck she was. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my grandmother. And matter of fact, I love my grandmother to yo, every damn day to death and every, like, listen, she was a great woman. She's a beautiful fucking woman. Most people like, oh, she was older. Like, give a fuck if my grandmother was older or not. She was beautiful. That's who the fuck she was. She was a beautiful person inside and out. I don't give a fuck what anybody was talking about. I feel like I got her whole looks, but I don't look anything like her. But I always wanted to look like my grandmother when I was a kid. I was like, yo, she's fucking beautiful. That's just how I felt. Like, kids don't know. Kids be like, yo, that's the person I admire. That's the person I want to fucking look like. This, that, or third. When it came down to Nikki, I never said that. Make it make sense. You can't feel a way about somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that was never in your life, period. Nicki Minaj was never in my life. Why the fuck would I sit up there and say anything about a person, especially if I know that they're not even a fucking philanthropist or anything like that? Yeah. People say I went evil. No, everybody got evil in them. Everybody get pissed the fuck off when somebody try to play them. Let's not do that. Like, yeah, but you can control that. Sometimes it don't get controlled. Sometimes you gotta really put on somebody. You gotta let the guys, you know what I'm saying, take. It is what the fuck it is. It happened. It happened. I'm never gonna be ashamed for what the fuck I did to anybody. To anybody. It is what the fuck it is. It's crazy. And people don't understand it. I'm like, it's not for you to understand. It's okay if you don't want to understand it. I really don't give a fuck if you don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Until it happened to you, then you can sit up there and you can talk to me. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about. If you don't want to understand it, that is not my problem. Just like you don't have to sit up there and understand my situation, I don't have to understand yours. I know that shit. Oh my God, did she go getting ignorant? Did she go, like, it is what the fuck it is. You can't tell me to feel sorry for you when you don't feel sorry for me. That's how I look at life, and that's what works for me. That's exactly what works for me. I don't see no other way behind, but like, besides that shit. I just don't, like, that shit is bugged the fuck out. And that's why I said, like, most artists, you know what I'm saying, like, they're gonna do their thing. Most people that they don't even know, you know what I'm saying, even in the industry, they backstab each other at all times. There's no need for me Speaking on myself, for me to really give a fuck about anybody. Now, Remy is a philanthropist. There's no reason why anybody sitting up there hating. She's a fucking philanthropist. She's a boss. She's a boss bitch. She's a boss queen. She's, yeah. She do the damn thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard people say, like, yo, Remy, she'll look out. She's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not on no immature shit. She know what life is. She know what the streets is. She's book smart and she's street smart. And the reason why I'm speaking on her so much, because I admire the fuck out of her. I'm not saying I want to be her. And she gives me a lot of inspiration. She makes me think in different ways. I'm just like, yo, this shit is fire right here. Like, this shit is fire. And when she did the whole Chrome 23, I would have never expect that shit from her. Or anybody in the industry. Not saying that she can't do it, anybody else can't do it, but most people would say like the music industry, especially when they come down to hip hop, they're like, yo, oh nah, this is male dominated. Mostly males dominate the, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to trap rap. You see the females always gotta sit up there and show titties and shake ass. They can't express themselves, their artistry. Doja Cat, she fucking showed her artistry. I was like, damn, finally, like, I'm like, damn, like, finally we getting us females. You know what I'm saying? The females are finally coming out. They showing their artistry. They showing their fucking talent. They showing, you know what I'm saying? They gifts and everything is coming out. I'm like, about fucking time.